Y'all doing? I'm back. Hold on, let me switch it. I don't know if you can get a better view. But there you go. How y'all doing today? I think I figured y'all see me. I'm back live. I had to come back because what happened, what just had happened was, excuse me, that was embarrassing, and that's unprofessionalism. I don't do that. But anyway, I'm back, and I'm back for a different reason this time though. See, because I've been having a lot of problems on Facebook with my videos. I guess when you make sense, it irritate people. You get my drift. But anyway, um, check this out. I want everybody that's feel that they life completely is over. It's all or nothing. It's not. I'm gonna tell you why. What you staring at, you know, or and what you see, all that right. That's from working out. Yeah, I gets it in, and I'm blind. I gets it in, so you have no excuses, and I have to get around with my fingertips. Yeah, but I gets it done. So no excuses. Don't let nothing hold you back. The only thing that can hold you back is you. But let me tell you this here, because this right here, for what I'm about to tell you, is very sentimental to me. What I have attained is a gift, and it's from God. I was diagnosed with an eye disease at a very, and I think it was about when I was 9. It was called keratoconus, and I went through traumatic events, which I'm not gonna put out there because it's. I made videos, and if you choose to learn about that, then you can go to Facebook to my videos, and you will see it. But what I'm uh, getting at is this here. All my life, I had bad eyesight. Even when I was gang banging, I come from a very, very, very bad neighborhood. It's no longer up. I've lost over 80 something childhood friends, if you count them. I was convicted of murder when I was 17 and sent to prison for gang related stuff. When I went to prison, I was stabbed in my right eye. The next year, I was stabbed in the left side of my head. I had to go through so much rehabilitation, but still be expected to be on the front line when something happened. And I was blind. My vision already had a eye disease. When I got stabbed, I had lost, light reception in this eye, and I needed a cornea transplant with this one because I was legally blind in that eye. So I had to survive, and I did that because just like Charles Darwin said, if a creature can't survive in this habitat, if it changes or if something him change, they perish. It's called survival of the fittest. So I read a lot of books before when I went blind, and I don't know if there was a journey that God, the absolute, had planned for me. Because every time I went into the hole, I did 5 year stretches, I did 3 year stretches in the hole. All I read was books on numerous topics, and I can educate on numerous topics. Blind, yeah, I'm blind. But what you want to talk about? We can talk about any war, the Bolshevik Revolution. You want to talk about that? We could talk about the trials of Slobodan Milosevic. Want to talk about that? We could talk about Attila the Hun. We could talk about Idi Amin, Mobutu Seki Seko. We could talk about whoever you want to talk about on numerous topics. And I'm very versatile. And I'm saying it to say this here, that just because you're blind, that don't mean all life stop. People are not going to like you because some people are so evil and so devious and so vindictive that they would do whatever it takes to end you, slander you, or just outright get rid of you because probably they wish they had what you contained, or they feel you're ruining what they're trying to do, or they feel they're actually good at what they do, and they found somebody that came and did a little better. You know how people are, especially men. A lot of us, we live our life completely off our egos. And black men, I hate to say it, but we putting ourselves on the, for real. If you ever read books like The Bell Curve and Leopard Spots, those are books that they're racist books. But the way we act, and I know it's certain circumstances that was put in place to cause the behavior, but can't nobody make you do nothing but you. So at the end of the day, the responsibility solely falls upon you. But there were entities that were put in place that cause, I guess you could say, depressive states of mind, like the projects. The projects is just another term for experiment. You see? So when you come up with projects, you're looking for a result. See, that goes back to psychology. Problem, reaction, solution. If the police need more money for funding to put more officers on the street, then they need gangbangers to get into it. They need some bodies to start falling. So they can go to the city council and say, hey, because people go get to complaining. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all just letting them kill themselves. See, there go a problem. See? And that problem came from the reaction of the killing. So they go to the city councilmen with the problem. And city councilmen give them money for the solution. Problem, reaction, solution. If you look at Bush, when he named the 5 axis of evil, and I'm going to just use one. All right. The first thing he did was he accused Saddam Hussein of being in cahoots with Al-Qaeda, whom he wasn't, then charged him with using chemicals or weapons of mass destruction on the Kurds, or as he put it, or his own people. See, what he started doing was creating a problem. So Saddam started putting on TV, they say, of him destroying all his weapons of mass destruction. That didn't work. So they start going even deeper. They start targeting his sons. Uday, the tall one, he used to torture his Olympians if they didn't do, good in the Olympics. He had torture chambers. He was just a straight killer. Qusay was groomed to be the successor of Saddam. The little short, I think, fat one. He was over the military. So you got United States of America launching the allegations. The allegation is brought to the United Nations. Okay? Now, they brought the problem to the United Nations, which created a reaction because they want a regime change. But it's 5 nations that got vetoes. And they exercised it. But the United States said that they were going in unilaterally or laterally. Either you with us or you ain't. See? That reaction. So the final solution was the removal of Saddam Hussein. But it all started off with propaganda. And by the way, the gas that they accused him of using on his own people, we gave it to him to use against the Iranians during the U.S. embassy hostage situation over there when Carter was in office. Look it up. This is what I do. This is what I prefer to do. This is what you brothers need to get on. We need to reconnect with our spirituality. We need to reconnect with God. We need to come back and be uprighteous. We need to be taken to the mountaintop where God took Martin Luther King, because I want to see the dream he seen, even though I can't see. I want to see what he can see. What did God show you? Because the promised land that you talked about, you seen, it don't seem so promising. Wait. I know why. Because it's us. We're the nightmare. I'm not saying that white people are not responsible for a lot of stuff, but this neither here nor there. Let's first accept self-acceptance and responsibility for what we have done. Because we've been doing it to the level of the point that we could be charged with war crimes ourselves and all our own self-reparations. Why are you asking? What about the mothers that buried all these sons at the hands of being murdered by other black kids? What about their reparations, huh? You didn't kill more yourself than the Klan did. Shit, the Crips and Bloods did that alone. Look at Chicago. They average 500 murders a year. It ain't that many black people in America that keep averaging numbers like that. Your dogs is outliving you. Your dogs. Because you know why? You traded in your spirituality. So your prophets is no longer who they were. Your prophets is Lil Wayne. It's going to be a part 2 to this. My phone about to shut off. Until then, much love. Y'all stay blessed. And listen, never sacrifice your for somebody else's babies. I love it.